Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area, from the University Village Apartments on Walker Road, getting ready to share with you today's climate data and yesterday's climate summary, and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a beautiful day today. We had lots of sunshine, a little bit of a rain early this morning. I believe it was around the 5 a.m. hour. I had a trace of rain here in North Jackson, and may have been a trace in other parts of Madison County. I'm just not 100% sure about that, but at least the radar appeared to be showing some. But some did fall all the way to the surface here in North Jackson on Walker Road, but just a trace amount. Really wasn't measurable. But that was early this morning, and the skies have since cleared and turned out to be a beautiful day. And matter of fact, it's getting just a little on the warm side, not warm side, but cool side out there already. Alrighty. Looks like the temperature here in North Jackson as of 8:10 p.m. has already dropped down to 43 degrees. And that's the new low for today. Thought I'd let you know that right off the bat. Yesterday's low temperature was here in North Jackson was 30 degrees. Yesterday's high was 65 degrees. And I forgot to get this. There we go. Didn't mean to get so close there to the camera. Had no rainfall, of course, yesterday, and only a trace today. And let me see. The highest wind gust yesterday was south at 23 miles per hour out of the south at 8:53 p.m. 65 degrees was yesterday's high. I think I mentioned that. And that was also the hottest high or warmest high for all of West Tennessee, right here in North Jackson, Tennessee. Now, yesterday's coldest low was 27, and that occurred at the Jackson, Tennessee airport, and at Lexington, and at Savannah, Tennessee. Okay, and the low here in North Jackson again was 30. Alrighty. Now, today's climate data, I'm a little behind tonight because I had a family member that joined us for last minute Thanksgiving supper somewhere, and enjoyed visiting him. Corey Sherrick is down from Nashville. He lives in Nashville, makes a living working at Vanderbilt Hospital up there, and he's down for the holidays. It was a pleasure seeing him. Let me get this adjusted just a little. There we go. Now you can see more of me. Not that you need to, but oh well, I ain't gonna get into that one. But thanks, Corey, for joining us, and have a good time at one of the restaurants out here in Northside earlier this evening. Alright, as of 5 p.m., at that time, the skies were clear. They still are. Got a pretty moon out there tonight, and at that time, at 5 o'clock, the temperature was down to 54 degrees. But like I mentioned, about 8 to 10, it already dropped down to 43 degrees, which that 43 degrees is the new low for today. Alright. Well, the dew point at 5 p.m. was 33 degrees. The humidity was at 45%. The wind was out of the north at 6 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.09 inches of mercury. Let me see. The lowest humidity today was 29% at 3 p.m., and the highest was 55% at 8 a.m. this morning. Today's lowest barometric pressure would be 29.89 inches of mercury, and that happened at 3 and 4 a.m., while the highest would be 30.09 inches, and that happened at 5 p.m. Today's highest wind gust was 21 miles per hour out of the north at 3:01 p.m. Now today's extreme records. You'll see what I mean about that in just a moment. For the 25th of November, hottest high would be 75 degrees in 1958. The coldest high would be 28 degrees in 1950. When the high gets below freezing, I call that the coldest high. That's just sort of obvious to me anyways. Okay. The warmest low would be 57 degrees in 1966, and the coldest low would be 1 degree in 1950. Whew, it was a cold day, my friends, here in Jackson, Tennessee, on November 25th of 1950. Low of 1 and a high of 28 degrees. Oh, so much better today. So much more pleasant. With the low of, well, so far, 43, which is occurring maybe 5 minutes ago, to a high of 68 degrees this year. 28 degrees in 1950, 68 degrees in the year 2017. Boy, what a comparison. Or even the 1 degree in 1950 compared to the low of, so far, 43 degrees in 2017. Alrighty. Of course, now it still may drop a little bit more by midnight, so whatever the midnight temperature winds up being would be the 24-hour low, of course. And it'll probably drop on down into the 30s for tomorrow morning. More on that when I get to the forecast. Today's rainfall record would be 1.44 inches, and that was back in 1979 when that happened. And there is no snowfall record for Jackson, Tennessee for November the 25th. Alrighty, I think that's all the stats for you for this evening. I think I'm ready to show you a few graphs, and that'll be it for tonight's video. Let me turn the camera around so that you can see the satellite picture, the enhanced version, courtesy of AccuWeather, of course. Let me see if I can pull this back a little so that you can see it a little bit better. I might be able to get this up a little. Or am I going to have to cut that? There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. I'll go ahead and hold it up some, just to be sure. I might be shaking some, don't mean to. As you can see, Tennessee's clear right now of any clouds. Statewide. Look like Kentucky is too, for the most part. And the northern portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia. And over into Arkansas. Let me see how far that actually goes by zooming out to the southeastern sections of the U.S. And looks like it's covering a good area there. A good chunk of the southeast is clear. Most of the clouds is southwest of us and southeast of us and well east of us. Otherwise, it's about as clear as you can ask. A beautiful picture there of the satellite. Alright, let me lay that down. I'm going to move it back just a little so you can see it a little bit better. Let's zoom out to the nation for a second, or a minute or two, or no, not a minute or two, just a few seconds. And you see that the whole nation's in pretty good shape. Look at there. Jackson, of course, there in West Tennessee, that little pin there. Right here. Jackson right in here. We're good and clear here. Alrighty. And clouds for the most part is vacant. If I can use that word. Not around here anywhere. Has a slightly better view there. There you see where the clouds are. A good chunk of the nation has clear skies tonight. And that's probably going to continue for a little while. Even Cuba's got good weather. Florida's not too bad. The thickest clouds is in the Pacific Northwest, of course. And on up into western Canada and maybe a little bit in central Canada. Alright, that's a good view of the U.S. there. Let me go ahead and put that down all the way. Now let's take a look at the radar. And it should confirm about the same thing. As far as clear skies, you're not going to get any rain, obviously. I'm just verifying it all. And there you go. Tennessee is scot-free of precipitation and clouds. Little false echoes when you see those little bitty dots popping up like that. Looking at the regional view, southeast regional view, continue, beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky, not a shower in the radar either. It's just a few little dots around, false echoes, but clear as it can be right there in Tennessee. Beautiful Tennessee tonight. Alrighty. Great. Now let's go ahead and zoom out to the nation real quick like. And let you see the whole nation at a glance. Whole nation looks nice. The only part in the country that's raining or snowing or precipitation, maybe as I call it precipitating, would be up in the Great Lakes, up in the Northeast, and out in the Northwest, Montana, Idaho, Washington State, a little bit of Oregon, and maybe a few spots up there in Illinois and Indiana. Some of that may be false echoes. Looks like it's trying to snow up there in the Great Lakes in spots. Looks like that looks like blue to me, at least, unless I'm colorblind. I hope I'm not. Other than that, the nation's in pretty good shape. Maybe a few showers off the western Florida coast, maybe, but other than that, that's about it. Alrighty. Alright, let me go ahead and move on to the Weather Underground's current surface map. That looks good too. Look at there. Clear skies across. You also get another radar, but it just don't move on this one. This is a still one. There you see where all the fronts are across the country. Again, another map of where it's raining and snowing and where it isn't. Look at that lone cold front way up there in eastern Canada, all the way down through to past Tennessee now, moving into Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and it stretches all the way down to what is that, New Mexico? And look at that long front behind it that stretches from Michigan all the way to western Canada and on off into the Atlantic Ocean there. Some pretty heavy rain out in the northwest, or at least a large area of it. May not be all that heavy, but a large area, and some up there in the northeastern part of the country. Otherwise, the nation's reasonably dry and clear. Cool. And there you see where all the highs and lows are and so on. Alright. I guess I could get a little closer view of Tennessee for the fun of it. Might just do that. There we go. Let me see if I can scoot my camera over something. There we go. There's a little closer view of Tennessee. One more click in. Whoa, we're really getting close now, aren't we? Jackson, Tennessee is showing up on it now. Well, look at there. Jackson, Tennessee, right down in here. And all. And the front's moved just past Knoxville, according to this map. Right along the Tennessee-North Carolina border. Alright, Jackson's way over here, of course. Clear skies here, of course. That's going to continue, like I mentioned. Alright. Let's go ahead and move on to the detailed forecast, is what I like calling it. I'm going to turn the camera around and read it to you. For some reason, I have more understanding of it that way. Maybe it won't be too confusing to you. Hope not anyways. Let me adjust the camera here just a little. There we go. Basically, we're looking for mostly clear skies tonight, obviously. And on into tomorrow. As you saw on the radar a while ago, and satellite, that we're scot-free, and will be probably until about Wednesday. The low tomorrow morning should be around 37 degrees. It might get a little bit cooler than that. That's what I've got projected. It's already 43 degrees, and we've got approximately 11 hours to go before the sun comes up, so I might be more safe to say around 35 degrees. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and settle for 37. Tomorrow's high should get on up to about 62 degrees. Today, it got all the way up to 68 degrees. So it may actually be a little bit cooler tomorrow than today. Even though we'll have north winds tomorrow. Now, since that front has moved through at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 6:42 a.m. and be setting tomorrow afternoon at 4:43 p.m. The moon will be rising tomorrow afternoon. Well, actually, it hadn't set tonight yet. The moon sets tonight at 10:59 p.m., rises tomorrow afternoon at 12:35 p.m., and sets tomorrow night at 11:57 p.m. And tonight and tomorrow night basically is the full first quarter moon phase. Thought you'd like to know that. Other than that, the skies will continue to be mostly clear on Monday and Tuesday, with the low Monday morning near 34, high of 66. Woo! It's going to warm up real nice Monday, similar to today actually, since we did get up to 68 yesterday. And we'll have south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour Monday. Tuesday, a low near 40, with a high near 66, with south winds at 10 to 20. And by Wednesday, it may actually become cloudy, mostly cloudy, with a 60% chance of some rain by noon and on into the evening Wednesday, with a low near 42, a high of 66, with south winds at 10 to 20. And that chance for rain lingers into Thursday with a mostly cloudy condition, with a 20% chance of rain that day. It's probably just going to be mainly a mostly cloudy day, Thursday, until sunset, and then the skies will finally clear up and become fair by Thursday night around sunset, with a low near 48 and a high of 60, with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And next weekend looks okay for the most part. Friday, December 1st, fair skies, low near 36 and a high of 53, with north winds at 10 to 20, 32 for a low next Saturday morning, with a high of 58, and then with south winds at 10 to 20. And next Sunday, December the 3rd, mostly clear, low near 35, high of 64, with southwest winds at 10 to 20. Well, alrighty, I think that's it for tonight, folks. Remember, it's going to be mostly clear skies all night tonight and tomorrow, with low near 37, maybe as low as 35, with the high tomorrow about 62, a little bit cooler than today, with north winds at 10 to 20. Well, I think that's it. Thank you for tuning in. God bless each and every one of you. And I hope you have a very pleasant night and sweet dreams. I hope you have a good Sunday, November 26th, 2017. And, of course, I hope I get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night, right here via YouTube, and possibly tomorrow afternoon via Facebook Live. All righty. Well, good night, everybody, and God bless you.